Ladies and gentlemen, you are now watching I Was Just Thinking podcast. This is John Farmer. I'm James Wilson. We're here today to entertain you, people of the world.
We love
and
you.
To continue to entertain you, we're going to need you to hit that subscribe button so when we drop some hottest stuff, they know exactly when it's going to take place.
Yes, that's what's up. Like and subscribe to us. Because we like you guys a lot. So what's been up, man? How's it going?
You know what? Up until now, I haven't worn my glasses. I need them about 5 years ago. Because next week, I'll be 46.
Shit.
I don't know if I should release that. Then people are going to think I'm old.
46. Man, I am not that old. But I'm pretty old, too.
Yeah.
I'm 35. And I could already tell a difference in my eyesight. I can't see those far away letters as well as I used to. Even with my laptop here, sometimes I'm like doing this, especially when I'm editing video.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. We need help.
Well, which is interesting, needing the help, because I think we might have mentioned before. Like I said, I still see normal and everything once it's here, but if I'm like reading, like the shit on the can right here, I'd need hitting one of them up. But
yeah, same here.
But to get into what the hell I was talking about, so I think we've mentioned one of the a Neuralink thing before.
Oh yeah, the brain shit.
And I mean, when is it a matter of time when there's going to be like some AI thing that you can actually connect like magnetically and it can like read your eye receptor? I mean,
like an AI brain chip.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
monitor like an alert system. Holy shit, your blood sugar, you're about to get diabetes.
I could totally see that, like monitoring dementia.
Yeah.
Or maybe the AI taking over that part of the brain that's going bad.
I didn't even think of that.
Maybe. I mean, AI is like booming right now. And it seems like they're thinking all these uses. I mean, the possibilities are endless for it.
Yeah. I see a lot of news articles about like just the different capabilities of it. I mean, even like Ukraine war. I mean, just AI drones are like a necessity now as part of the war.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, AI it's becoming huge. Technology's been a huge part of our lives for quite a while. Even Industrial Revolution, the first robot movie was in 1918, so like even fresh off the Industrial Revolution, people are thinking of mechanical men and robots already.
Yeah.
So we've always had that fascination for some reason.
You remember the cartoon, the Jetsons, right? I used to love that shit. Little Rosie would roll around. Rosie.
Yeah, I love Rosie. Yeah, that's what I pictured. Like the 2000s would be like when I was a kid. Like Back to the Future. It's like takes place in the 2020 or 2016 or 18. That would be cool.
I still want my hoverboard.
Yeah. Well, even AI controlling transportation. Like they could totally do the self-driving cars. AI probably have better motor functions than most people out there. Dude, I could
because you could signal and they say, I need to get over. And it could split the cars apart. They could communicate back and forth and say, hey, open up, I'm getting over.
I could totally see AI helping the self-driving car revolution. Or even like airplanes. I don't know, when something goes wrong, the pilots always do these crazy like processes where they like adjust flaps or like lower airspeed from one engine to the other, and AI might be able to do that even quicker if something goes wrong.
I mean, probably in less than half a second. Like if the air pressure or something changes, like in less than half a second, like it recognizing it, adjusting to, and just have almost like a flawless, like a smooth ride, because it's just. I mean, the amount of calculations you would need, because you would need sensors for something like that. Well, of course, I mean, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It would.
But now AI is just, it's being used to like plagiarize and write essays for college students, or like give me an artificial image of Scarlett Johansson and Beyonce in a bikini or something.
Oh, did you see the ones going around with Taylor Swift? They did AI generated nude photos of Taylor Swift.
I haven't seen those, but yeah, I figured it was a matter of time.
It was a news article. I didn't go.
You didn't look up
I didn't hit the dark
sketchy,
web.
Yeah, the sketchy AI website program that did it. Oh man, yeah. But I can definitely see the dark side too. It's going to take people's jobs. It's going to take over industry, but hey, it might create jobs. It's hard to tell.
Well, imagine, because in airports, the AI that's used a lot is now this is all presumption. I don't know. I'm just imagining. I studied some security, but it would be used for like facial databases and just processing.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, as soon as you walk in, and then on the airplane, just having one camera going to I would say massive, but now they're just so small through them, a database. And if somebody stands up and starts acting, I mean, it would just instantly be able to.
Yeah. See, I can see AI improving like every technology we have right now. They'll improve it. I know they're using AI to mix and master songs right now. That'll definitely take away audio engineering jobs. But it's, you can have AI make a song for you. It can make a beat for you, and you can drop a song. I think some people on the radio were playing one, and it's just like this generic pop song that AI made. This all started like with the chat bot, the Google chat bot. This all started with those. They first came out, were released to the public last year, the year before. It seemed like everyone was using them to like cheat on exams or like write an essay in 5 minutes. And teachers were going nuts saying like, this essay is from AI. And you can type stuff in to AI and detect if it's AI generated.
You would imagine that'd be pretty easy. And probably actually simplify. It'd be easier to cheat, but it'd be easier to catch the cheat, because you could just feed all these reports into a scanner that goes into AI and say, oh yeah, I told him that shit yesterday. yeah, I know this report. I wrote it.
So then it comes full circle. Then AI helps you cheat. It can help spot cheaters too. Yeah, I guess that's the same thing with like the deep fakes and stuff. AI can spot those, but they also can make them pretty well. All the deep fake photos and videos, like with my man Rogan having a fake podcast made by AI. That's kind of a big deal, and it signifies a shift in how we get information.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just the catch-22. AI is doing this, and we're going to need AI to help us spot these so we stay away from them.
Well, you know what makes it... did you see it was a lawsuit on copyright laws regarding AI.
Yeah. A whole
like
nother can of worms right
like
there.
if like that report. Let's say, hey, write me a report, 40 page on this topic, and it prints it out. Then you could take that to the U.S. Patent Office and say, this is my report. Anybody, or like a book, I guess. Give it a ISDN number or whatever it is. Um, but I think they ruled. Actually, I'm positive they ruled that the AI generated, kind of like our emblem, the brain,
Yeah.
as because it's not. You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about having used somebody else's.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot about that. The image of our brain on our YouTube channel is an AI image I typed in, and I happen to like that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just wanted to get an image completely made up out of nowhere. So it's not like someone else would ever use that image.
But you know what's crazy? What I think about is everything's gonna be just so predictable. Like everything's gonna be so analyzed. Where I mean, the predictability of any situation can be calculated and responded to. I mean, that's what kind of where I start thinking is like, is there gonna be like an ethics case or something where I mean it just starts getting out of control?
Absolutely. There's going to be copyright debates, ethics debates. I guarantee you stuff like this will be going to the Supreme Court soon, like within 10 years. While all of this is getting bigger and it's being utilized for more stuff. The possibilities are endless, man. Like you said, we can get AI to help us predict stuff, like stocks rising. I bet it can definitely predict economic recessions. It can help predict climate change. I wouldn't be surprised if it could predict climate change better than we can. But that's another thing that can be used for just asking what Powerball numbers are going to pop up. It's like here are a million
Here are the
possibilities of the
best
Powerball
possibilities.
numbers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's being used for so much right now, and it all started with that Chat GPT being released to the masses. Have you been to it? You can ask it basic questions.
I think we have in the house. Maybe my wife
Well,
played with it one time just to see what it's like.
I read an article in its early use that a reporter was test using it, and it started asking Chat GPT, an early version of it. It started asking philosophical questions. He asked the bot, "Are you happy? Is this what you want to do?" And it kind of went rogue. There's the whole article where this chat robot online is saying it prefers the name Sydney and it doesn't like being a chatbot, wants to do whatever it wants to. It was very interesting reading this. The chatbot even professed their love for this person and tried to get this guy to break up with his girlfriend. And it's very, very interesting how that conversation played out. And at the same time, some people were kind of downplaying it, like it's giving these list of responses to these odd questions. It's telling you what it thinks you want to hear when you ask him, what is your view on outlook on life, or what are you happy doing what you're doing. It gives these weird responses, and it can get weird.
Now, is it... Is it... I just wonder if... How is it knowing to say, oh, I want to be Sydney? Or, I want to love this thing. I mean, does it go through, just scan, books and put...
That's my
a learned emotion is, oh, I went through these books and found out the appropriate response is, I love you, Pedro.
Yeah, that's my understanding. It's pretty much read every single book, it retains the knowledge of it all way better than the human brain. But it just seems to know everything. Everything enough to give pretty accurate predictions is what they say. Another big thing is coding, making computer programs, even video games. AI is gonna start making video games a lot easier. Hopefully, PS5 will have a shitload of video games coming out in the next few years. The AI helps the graphics and helps those developers make those video games easier.
You know what I always envisioned, and maybe this. Hopefully, I'll be alive to see this. That's why right now I wouldn't mind living to like 150, because I would love to see where the hell this is going. I mean, I just think there's gonna be a big boom. But I always envision this damn like putting on maybe like a helmet or something, and it's completely just screen. And then you got this, the like a gun or something, like let's say like a battle movie or a battle game. And then you run around, and then like you look around, and then it's actual, not like a game effects, but like actually looks like real people around you, and you're like storming a beach or something, and it looks like these. It's portraying or projecting, like almost human-like.
We're getting there.
Yeah,
like we're getting there. We got VR right now.
Yeah,
it's like just now starting. Like AI and virtual reality, we're just now starting to scratch the surface.
Yeah,
it's kind of scary. Like I hope we don't fuck it up like in all those movies. The endless amount of movies where the robot turns evil. I used to love Terminator back in the day, dude.
Yeah,
I loved the robots. The humanoid robots are so cool.
There was a movie with Matthew Broderick, and this dude, he was like just kick ass at playing games. I don't think it was like this. I think it was just like a keyboard. This old movie,
old 80s
and
movie.
He came in and started becoming a friend with this computer program that was helping design like SpaceX. But I think that's Kevin Spacey. Never mind. I don't know the name of it, but yeah, it's Matthew Broderick.
I vaguely
War Games or something like that.
Yeah, I vaguely recall that movie. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
There was a lot of these sci-fi movies in the 80s where evil robots and stuff. And it's weird how that like popped off so well. People think like there might be accurate predictions of if AI goes crazy. Maybe we should go easy on the physical robots. Like, don't make a humanoid robot with like 50 times stronger than us. That might not be a good idea. Yeah. Maybe just keep it in the software for now.
But if it finds a way to permanently keep on the web, then they could just sit there and learn how to build a replica of themselves. I think that's one concern if you start looking at like getting smart enough to know how to build yourself.
I guess it wouldn't have the means though. It would need like, an assembly plant manufacturing physical robots kind of, you know. Someone will have to greenlight that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not Umbrella Corporation.
Then we'll have robots voting.
Cyberdyne. I bet there's going to be these robot on the internet that's already a huge problem. Buying up concert tickets. Planting computer viruses. It's weird. I still don't even quite understand it myself, but I see all these applications where it can just do anything pretty much better than we can.
That's I've seen like the one article, and it was talking about like there's a missing part of this genetic code that would help create or fix DNA and stuff like that. Like they fed it into an AI program, and it actually completed the genetic sequence. So I forget what the use was for, almost to try to test and see if they could repair DNA to help fight like cancers and shit. So yeah, I mean it's
I see
infilling a lot of questions and like
I see lots of good things it can do if we just use it right. But we could use it wrong in so many ways too, like surveillance, coming up with ways to take over the world or something.
That's what I was gonna say. Imagine using it for like war advice. I mean, I keep going back to the war, but let's say you're sitting around in the government, you're feeding in like battlefield updates, like daily. Oh, over here, we went up 3 feet, back over here, and it can predict.
And I could totally see that. You just plug, like, you give the info to AI, like who's going to war with who, where they're at, and the AI will know. AI will know, the country it's coming from, the people there, their primary imports, what kind of weapons they have. The AI will know all of that. It'll come up with a best plan of action to take them over. I can see like Russia or something using that. Man, I know Putin's thought of that. It's like, well, we can use it. We'll see what AI says when I want to take over the world.
Who do I invade next?
Chatbot, I have questions. Go ahead, President Putin.
If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there to hear it, did it make a sound?
Ah, that's a classic quantum mechanics. If it does make a sound, then someone is there to hear it. If it doesn't make a sound, then we live in the Matrix.
Yeah.
If no one really is there to make a sound or hear it, then we live in a simulation. Nothing exists outside of my line of sight. But I think AI is we're gonna utilize it for lots of good things. It's gonna start changing the world. I hope we can use it for the better. Maybe fix some of the problems right now that the world's having, with climate change, animals going extinct, and all that shit. What do you think?
Yeah, I think. Well, did you see? What do you think about? I don't know if you saw, like, Elon Musk had an interview, and I think he's like testified before Congress also, like talking about, hey, we need regulations.
Yeah.
Because he's making the prediction that AI is going to be like far more dangerous than I guess anything we've ever had. He's like, it's like
we need to be careful. Mankind needs to be careful with that, playing with that kind of fire. I hope we just use it right and it's regulated well, but that's a whole nother process.
Well,
it's gonna be government regulated, corporation regulated. Like it's gonna have its pros and cons all the way around. It's gonna be complicated, I think. Yeah. But I still want to cash in on some stocks. I want to maybe get some AI stocks going.
Yeah, ChatGPT.
So
who do I invest
in the future, in Bladerunner times, I'll be rich from one of those skyscrapers.
Yeah.
All because I invested in NVIDIA today. I wonder how much AI stocks have grown in the past year.
Oh, I bet it's pretty well, I imagine it'd be substantial. I'd say just with the growth of applications. There's now apps for it.
Yeah, and went up $1 trillion in the past year. The general AI market.
Well, hey, do
That's
your
a good
research.
bit.
Don't go blindly in anything. Research, invest smart.
Yeah, I definitely want to look at that. It's weird how I'd get stock in it, but I'm still kind of scared of it and don't understand it completely. But I'll invest in it if you guys say so. But yeah, it's totally gonna
Okay.
like govern our lives, just like the phone technology governs our lives already. It's gonna get even worse with AI. It's gonna be even more immersive, putting us in this whole separate world, kind of like VR. It's gonna make VR and video games way more realistic, way more easier to make. It's gonna be interesting the next 10 years.
Well,
I hope things don't get crazy like war or anything.
yeah. So it's almost be kind of like just a connected like metaverse. It'll almost be kind of like the Back to the Future when they're in the future and you're just gonna be like, TV channel. For us, it won't be channel, but I mean, just everything would be. It's actually a concept. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called the Internet of Things, IoT. And look that up. And that what that is just a concept of everything being eventually connected. Like our stove, our stove can connect to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And have an app, and you can just sit there and. I mean, so it's basically just connect. It eventually just connect everything. So I mean, it'll.
I got a buddy named Chris. He had this automatic trash opener where you just wave your hand over it, and it could connect to the Wi-Fi too. For reasons I don't quite understand. Maybe you can just control whether it opens or closes from the phone. But yeah, his trash can had Wi-Fi.
It was like, Alexa, can you tell me if my shitter's full?
Alexa, can you tell me how bad the trash smells right now?
It's like donkey ass. Oh, thanks, Alexa.
Yeah, it definitely will be on this vast network, kind of all interconnected, kind of like a metaverse.
Yeah,
that's going to get huge too. I don't know if Facebook's metaverse is going anywhere, but yeah, that whole VR thing is getting big too. Yeah. It's going to be pretty crazy. It's going to be Bladerunner in 100 years.
Actually, the Running Man. You ever watch The Running Man?
Yeah, it's funny how all those old movies take place in the future, but it's always just like takes place in like 2020s or something. Blade Runner took place in 2020. The first one did. That would have been crazy.
Feel old, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least I'll be too old. At least I'll be able to watch it and enjoy a little old fashioned.
Yeah, we're gonna
Murder Fest.
We're gonna have flying cars soon. Self-driving, self-flying vehicles. Be cool.
Well, if they ever develop a fly-in movie theater, the first thing you get to watch is I Was Just Thinking podcast. But in order for us to do that, we're gonna need your support. Hit subscribe, hit like. Or dislike. I think there's a thumbs down now. I don't know. But
you can click it if you want to. No one will blame you.
Hey, we don't know who you are. Alright, well, with that being said, peace.